In this course section, we'll explore how we can use OpenAI's DALL-E 3 model with ChatGPT to generate images from inside ChatGPT. Though in this section, we'll not just explore how to use ChatGPT for that image generation and how you can write good prompts to generate images, but we'll also take a look at a couple of limitations and alternatives you have, and we'll also explore another pretty exciting feature offered by ChatGPT that is related to images, because it turns out that you can also upload images to ChatGPT and then use those images in your prompt to let ChatGPT describe them or use them for all kinds of things. So let's get started. Now, when it comes to ChatGPT and working with images, there are two major features available to ChatGPT Plus subscribers: image generation and image analysis. And at least at the point of time where I'm recording this, these capabilities are really only available to Plus subscribers. They're unfortunately not part of the free plan. Now, the image generation feature is powered by DALL-E 3, an AI model developed by OpenAI, so by the same company that developed ChatGPT. And this model can be used from inside ChatGPT to write prompts and then let ChatGPT, through DALL-E 3, generate images for you based on your prompts. And as you will also see in this section, you can create all kinds of images with help of ChatGPT and DALL-E 3. Another big important feature that was added to ChatGPT is that you can also upload an image and then use it in a ChatGPT prompt. You could, for example, upload the sketch of a website and let ChatGPT give you the code to build that website, or use it for all kinds of other things, like describing an image, analyzing the text on an image, and much more. So let's take a closer look at those features now. Now, as mentioned, these features are only available if you're a ChatGPT Plus subscriber. In the free model, the GPT 3.5 model, these features are not available. But when being a Plus subscriber, you can switch to GPT-4, and then there you should have a DALL-E 3 version, which includes that model and therefore the image generation feature. Or if you're in the default mode, you should have this upload button here, which allows you to upload an image and use it in your prompt. At least at the point of time where I'm recording this upload button is not available when switching to DALL-E 3. So at the moment we can't upload an image and then use it in a prompt to generate a new image. Maybe that changes in the future, but at the moment it's not available. It's also not important for this section though. Now, I will say right away that there is an alternative to using ChatGPT and getting that paid Plus plan, because the features I just described are also available through Bing Chat, which you can access for free. If you do access Bing Chat, you can also upload images there, and you can do that in all three modes. That upload button is always there. In addition, Bing Chat is also capable of creating images with help of DALL-E 3. Because Microsoft, of course, has this deal with OpenAI basically, which gives them access to these OpenAI AI models. So you can actually use these features I'll show you in ChatGPT for free through Bing Chat. That being said, though, I have to say that at least at the moment where I'm recording this, ChatGPT, at least in my experience, seems to be a bit better and generate better results. Nonetheless, having this free alternative of course is great, and as mentioned, I'll get back to Bing Chat and image generation later in this section again. For the moment, let's start with ChatGPT though. So, how can you generate images with help of ChatGPT? Well, of course, you need to switch to that DALL-E 3 mode here, and with that enabled, you can simply write your prompt where you tell ChatGPT to generate some image. For example, create a photo of a duck wearing a hat. And if you send a prompt to ChatGPT with DALL-E 3 enabled, it will go ahead, as you can see, and start generating some images. Though I will also say that it will sometimes not generate images, for example, if you're asking for something that could be considered problematic, or if you give it too little information. As you can tell though, here it succeeded and it gives me some images of a duck wearing a hat. And as you can tell, these images look pretty realistic. And at least on first sight, they also don't seem to have these obvious glitches or problems AI-generated images used to have in the past. Now, as you can also see here, ChatGPT generated 4 images, 4 drafts you could say, so that you can choose your favorite image. And it pretty much always does that. It always generates multiple images, so that hopefully amongst those images there's one that fits your requirements. Now, as always, when working with ChatGPT, it's of course important that you write prompts that contain as much useful information and context as possible. Because of course, as you saw in the last lecture, that simple prompt regarding the duck did work, but we of course also got pretty different drafts, pretty different images there. Because we didn't give ChatGPT any extra information. So therefore, things would, for example, change if we start by giving ChatGPT a role, as we often did throughout this course, that could be, you are Da Vinci, an experienced, renowned artist. And then we could add more information and say, create an image of a duck wearing a hat, walking in front of the Eiffel Tower. The image should have a mystic vibe and use purple or blue-ish colors. Show the duck from behind. So as you can tell, I now write a prompt that contains way more information, way more context, which hopefully therefore allows ChatGPT to generate images, with help of DALL-E 3, that better meet my expectations. So if I send this prompt to ChatGPT, it again goes ahead and creates those images, and we'll see what we get as a result. Here we go, and as you can tell, we now got a totally different set of images, and most importantly, all 4 images have generally the same style and look. Of course, the duck's different, and I guess that makes sense, also because we didn't share a lot of information about that duck in that prompt. We could have shared more. We could have described its clothing, its look, or something like that. We did not share a lot here, but we still got generally the same mood or vibe across those images. We got the Eiffel Tower on all those images. We got the colors we described. We got that Da Vinci look because of that role we assigned. And that's therefore how you should write your ChatGPT DALL-E 3 prompts. At least if you have a very specific idea regarding the result you want to achieve. Now, before we'll dive a bit deeper into ChatGPT and DALL-E 3, I want to get back to Bing Chat and how you can generate images there. because that's of course a great free alternative. And therefore I'll grab this prompt and now send it to Bing Chat. At the moment here in this balanced mode. And let's see what that gives us. As you can see, the results are quite different from what we got with ChatGPT. And that's what I also meant before. In my experience, at least right now, ChatGPT tends to generate the better results. And just to be really clear, ChatGPT used DALL-E 3, and so did Bing Chat. Now, what I like about Bing Chat is that we get these suggestions here, which make it very easy to pick up the conversation again and edit those images. And I'll get back to editing images through a longer conversation later. For the moment, let's try a different mode here and switch to the creative mode and send that same prompt again, to see if that changes the results and maybe gives us images that are closer to what we saw from ChatGPT. And at least for me here, the results are maybe a bit closer, but still not that great. I like some of those images, don't get me wrong, but for one, all four drafts are pretty different from each other. They don't have that much in common, which was totally different for ChatGPT. And I'd say they don't really make too much sense considering my prompt. I don't really see that DaVinci style. Maybe in the first draft, but not so much in the other drafts. Which again is different here when using ChatGPT. Nonetheless, playing around with Bing Chat and using it for image generation can still be a huge productivity boost and can still be extremely interesting, but for the rest of this section, I'll therefore stick to ChatGPT, since I prefer the results ChatGPT gives me over the results generated by Bing Chat. Now, there also are two alternatives I want to mention though. The first one is the image creator, powered by DALL-E 3. Now, this is in the end just the tool that's being used by Bing Chat under the hood, but if you search for Bing Image Creator, you'll find this tool, and there you'll have to log in with your private Microsoft account. And then you can also use this tool here to describe what you want on an image and then get a couple of drafts. So this saves you the hassle of writing the extra prompt around the image content. Instead, you can just describe the image content here. For example, here I could just type a duck wearing a hat. And I don't have to write create an image of a duck wearing a hat. You can, of course, still provide further details regarding the art style and any other extra context that might be helpful to get the result you want. Now, another alternative would be Midjourney. And we do have separate course sections on that because Midjourney is indeed an amazing tool for generating images, and at least right now, in my experience, better than ChatGPT with DALL-E 3, at least in certain situations. For example, here's Midjourney's take on that a duck wearing a hat prompt. Now, Midjourney is also not available for free though, and as mentioned, we have separate sections on that. Therefore, for the rest of this section, we'll get back to ChatGPT and DALL-E 3 integrated in ChatGPT and take a closer look at that.